Let's move to our today's session. If anyone has general question related to today's topic or about this module, you may ask. Otherwise, we can start our practice session. All right. Okay. Yesterday we were doing our practice for part two, and we were not able to complete part three question. We can restart that part question to complete it today. All right. So, okay, ma'am. Ikra, can you ask me question for this part?
मैम आज ही मैंने ज्वाइन किया है, मैंने पहले नहीं किया था फर्स्ट डे।
Sorry, ma'am. Your voice was not clear. Can you say it again?
मैंने आज पहले दिन ज्वाइन किया है, पहले नहीं ज्वाइन किया था।
All right. So, have you ever practiced this module before?
नो मैम।
Do you have a basic idea about this test structure?
लिटिल बिट, नॉट टू मच।
I think your voice is breakdown. Can you say it again? Do you have any idea, basic idea about test structure format, like how many parts in this test and how we need to speak, what things we need to consider?
नो, आई हैव नो आइडिया।
It is okay. So let me. This is a book uh, of Asujaku, and there are sample answers beside a question in this book. However, I can describe about the basic structure based on official Cambridge books. Let me open it. All right, then we can then we can start our practice. So basically, in this session, we do practice for different parts, part one, part two, and part three. Sometime we also discuss resources and try to provide solutions to the problems which we are facing in our daily practice. So all the recordings have been in the channel. You don't need to watch the practice session. You can, if you need some helpful in any part, like in terms of marking criteria, there is one lecture on it. We have discussed all the band descriptors, like how exam is marked. We also discuss how we can remove fillers in our speaking, like us, and how we can bring fluency while speaking. One day we also discuss how we can improve or build vocabulary, because this is one of the marking criteria. One day we also discuss about pronunciation, like we need to speak clearly by maintaining average pace of our speaking so that it becomes understandable for listener or even if he is an examiner. So these are the different things. The area in which you face a problem, you can watch there. But today we can start the practice, and before starting the practice, I can introduce the just basic structure. I can answer first, and then you will get idea how this test works. By the way, ma'am, have you registered the exam or not yet?
नो।
Alright. I hope so. My screen is visible related to test format. So this is Cambridge book 15. There are 1 to 19 books. and all books describe about all four modules, and these are the official books for practicing any module, either it is listening, reading, writing, or speaking. For listening and writing, answers are provided at the end of the book, while for writing, simple answers and examiner questions are also provided. And for speaking, they provided the questions, different questions in each book. So each book has four different tests. So I have opened just one of the tests. Previously, we were doing practice from this book, but recently in this week we have moved to this book, Asad Shakur. Actually, we want to enhance our vocabulary, so we found that this book will be helpful if we highlight certain words while practicing, and after practicing we can review the answers and can find what good words and topic related words we can use. So let me just describe the basic structure in few minutes before moving to our practice session. So there are three parts: part 1, part 2, and part 3. In part 1, there are questions related to you. It can be a work, study, any topic, your hobbies, any topic like jewelry. There is the topic. Even can be about anything, but it should be about yourself. Like they're asking how often do you wear jewelry, and there will be a couple of questions in this part, and then examiner. But sometimes before starting this part, examiner asks about your little bit, your name, your ID card, and then little bit about might be a work or study. So after that, there will be part 2 and then part 3. However, our test lasts between 11 to 14 minutes, and this is the entire time of your test where you can demonstrate your speaking skill in this language. In part 2, you have a cue card. Like one thing you need to notice: in part 1 and part 3, examiner will not show you any question, he will just ask, so you need to be listen them. However, in part 2, examiner will give you a cue card. This is the part 2 cue card, which is in box, and will give you 1 minute to prepare for it. And after 1 minute, you will have the time to speak for 2 minutes. So 2 minutes is the maximum time. If you are speaking for average 1 and 30 seconds between 2 minutes, it is okay. But examiner will stop you when your 2 minute speaking time will up. So you don't need to worry about it. So there are questions you can, this will be the topic, you can cover all these questions, you can answer during the 1 minute preparation time. You can go through the question and can answer the question, and based on that you can organize your entire answer. Then there will be a follow-up question. Follow-up question means part 3 question will be relevant to part 2. So you can see these are related to some. Describe an interesting TV program you watched about a science topic. So you can say science and the public, scientific discoveries. So these are the follow-up question. Only difference between part 1 and part 3. Part 3 questions are general. Like they are not asking about you. They are just asking about people, general topics, general opinions. Like how interested are most people in your country in science. So your part 3 answers should be less than part 2. Like this is 3 to 4 minutes and 5 minutes for part 1, and if we distribute 11 to 14 minutes time, and part 3 4 to 5 minutes, so you can extend your answer in part 3. It should be answer length should be less than part 2 but more than part 1. In part 1, our answer should be not short, not long, but they are average on average. But for part 3, we need to speak a little bit at length compared to part 1. However, answer should be less than compared to part 2. So this is a basic structure. In initial classes, we practice for part 1. Yesterday, we were doing part 2 practice. In this book. I hope so. You got the basic structure. Do you have any question?
No, ma'am. I understand.
Okay, so we can start our practice. You don't need to worry about anything in the initial if you are not able to speak for 2 minutes. So even if you are speaking for 2 minutes, it is okay. But for the passage of time, when you will do practice, you will find improvement in your length in many areas. So don't be afraid while speaking. You can answer anything. I have already practiced for part two. If you would like to answer for this part two, I can take it. If you want, we should move for part three. I can move to part three.
No, ma'am. My English is not good.
So that's the reason we initiated this session to practice what uh, there is no need to be efficient or proficient in this language. You can answer like there's no need to worry about your language in this test. We are here for practice, and what type of English we have, we usually speak here, and then we can provide feedback to different persons. So okay, it is okay, but I will. Can you ask? Okay, this is part three follow-up question. I already spoken on. Part two yesterday. I part three question were remaining. You can take part three question for me. Then we will restart part one question. I think it will be easy for you to give the answers of part one because they are short and easy. Then I can give you feedback because part three questions are follow up. So you just need to ask for me. And after finishing this part three, we can move to part one question. And when I will speak, then you can know how short they are, and it will be easy for you to start with the part one instead of part three. Is it okay?
Okay.
I'm in this book answers are given, so I will just show the question one by one. You need to ask the question for me, not so when the one question I will be able to answer, then we will move to the next question and we will explore the sample answer. But you can ask questions one by one. I have shown the first question.
Can a hospital function effectively without nurses?
I don't think so because these people should be there to help different people who are unable to perform their activities by themselves. For example, there are certain people who are unable to walk in the hospital, and these nurses help them to move in different wards. Apart from that, these nurses help them different patients for basic functions, for example, checking their reports, analyzing everything is going fine while living in the hospital. So I think without the nurses, hospital will not work, and even doctors needs those nurses because they are not available 24 by 7 hours in the hospital, and these are the people who change their shift and help them, not only medical practitioners but also general people. So this is the answer. I hope so. You got the idea. Follow part three question are a little bit extended. Let's see what is written in the answers. So we are following this book in because this week we discuss how we can improve or build our vocabulary. So we are following this book to just get topic specific words. So let's say how they answered, and then we will highlight some words which are related to topic. In the green, I highlighted the words which are related to topic, and other words are not related to topic, but we can use. Let's see what the answer. No, a hospital can't function effectively without nurses as they play a vital role in patient care. So, patient care is the specific word related to medical context. Because yesterday we discussed about the topic. Describe a person you know who has chosen a career in the medical field, example a doctor or nurse. So that's why we're highlighting the word which is um, related to this topic. Yesterday we given the answer and we describe about a person whom we know and who has a career in medical field like a doctor so or nurse. So that's why we're highlighting specific words. Nurses not only monitor patients conditions is also a topic specific words, but also provide essential support to doctors in implementing treatment plans is one word which we can use. Their presence is crucial for ensuring the healthcare system smoothly, and without them the quality of care would be significantly compromised. So uh, this is the one way they answered, and they we need to not just give the answer, we need to develop our answer, like we need to describe about the reasons and effects related to that person. If I said no, it means I need to describe about how the hospital can't function. They provided that they monitor patient conditions and assessment support to doctors in implementing treatment plans, like or when patient need to take medicine, when specialists will check them. So all these are the included in treatment plans. So it means their presence is crucial for ensuring that the healthcare system operates smoothly. And without them, what will happen? The quality of care like would be significantly compromised. Okay, can you move to the next question now?
Yes, yes. What are the differences between the work of a doctor and a nurse?
In my opinion, there are plenty of differences. Doctors have a different duty, like they are not always present in wards. Instead of that, they just come there for a round and then ensure the smooth treatment of patient. If they need some emergency support or care, they can provide them. However, nurses are always there to help them or provide support in case they need, and they make sure everything is running smoothly in the healthcare system. If anything happens unusually, they inform to specialists, or even they find patient condition as serious, then they uh, tell all those things to doctors to shift those patients to emergency ward, and where they can get quick treatment. So so you can we can say there is a huge difference in terms of duty and working between nurses and medical practitioners. By the way, we usually give feedback to each other when we do practice in this session. If you are noticing any errors in terms of grammatical, in terms of fluency, in terms of pronunciation, like my words are not clear to understand, you can provide me feedback after each answer.
Okay.
So let's see. Have you noticed anything while speaking?
No.
All right. So let's see what is written in the answer. What is the difference between the work of doctor and nurses? Let's see what is the answer provided here and what are the topic specific words they use in the context of difference between the both doctor and nurse work. The primary we can use when we're describing about the main difference. This is the word which we can use in different contexts. Primary difference. So I'm highlighting in pink because it is not related to our topic. Between doctors and nurses lies in their responsibilities. Doctors are primarily responsible for diagnosing. So diagnosing is another word, and treating medical conditions. So all those words are related to our medical topic, which nurses focus on providing patient care and monitoring their recovery. So what is the duty of doctor? They provide like treating and diagnosing, while They just monitor and provide any care they need for their recovery. So recovery is the word which we use in this context when someone is finding um, and recover from their diseases. We can also use a speedy recovery. Doctors formulate treatment plans. I think treatment plans we already highlighted here, and make critical decision about patient care is already highlighted here. Whereas nurses ensure that these plans are executed effectively and offer emotional support. So emotional support we can use in the context of this um, doctors and nurses, like they provide emotional support to patients throughout their recovery journey. So this is what we observe. We have found some words: patient care, patient conditions, treatment plans, healthcare system, diagnosing, treating. This is another form of treat, treatment, treating medical conditions, and recovery and emotional support. So let's move to the next question. Can you ask the next question?
Do you think it is necessary to learn first aid skills?
Yes, it is very essential to have such expertise so that we can use in emergency case. Sometimes doctors are not available if we are living in remote villages, so we can't get instant help and treatment. In that case, we need to have such skills so that we can provide to the person who got injured, and so that not much blood is wasted unless we reach to uh, healthcare system which are near to our home. Sometimes they are not available, and we can take a lot of time to reach there. And in certain cases, patient might die, so we need to have such skills to avoid any personal life loss, or might be to provide early treatment so that the blood is not wasted before reaching to the hospital. If you have any feedback, you can provide. Otherwise, we can review the answer. Can you read the answer?
Okay. Yes, learning first aid skills is essential for everyone as it equips individuals to respond effectively in emergencies. Having emergencies, yeah, say, having basic first aid knowledge can be crucial in saving lives and providing immediate care until professional help arrives. Ultimately, being prepared for with first aid skills can make a significant difference in sh- emergency situations.
So, one word I use in my speaking: emergency cases. So we can use also emergency situations. Emergencies, they are different forms of words. So to bring variation in our vocabulary, we can use different forms of words like emergency, emergencies, emergency situations, and saving lives. It is better to provide. I think I use immediate help. So it would be better if I use immediate care instead of help in this case, because we're talking about treatment or care which we can provide different patients.
Yes, it is.
So let's move to the next question.
Do you think that doctors and nurses are not paid enough?
Now, this contradiction in this statement: doctors are getting high paid, but nurses are not compared to them. So I would say government need to take some measures and steps to provide enough salary for their survival, as their duty time is more than 8 hours every day, and as a result, they are not able to give time to their family. So we need to even finance department need to make sure that nurses are getting enough money for their jobs. and they are not underpaid compared to doctors. So, if you have any feedback, you can open your mic freely, and test any medical mistake, anything you want to provide me a suggestion, you are welcome. Otherwise, we can see what is written here, like which word, how the answer is provided, and how different words are used related to topic. So in many instances, so this is the word which we can use in many cases. In many instances, this is not related to topic, but we can use in different contexts. Doctors and nurses are underpaid. So underpaid is the word we can use in paid, but I already used it. So given the immense responsibility and stress they endure in their roles, their work is critical to the health and well-being of society. So health, I think health is very common one we can use and we know all it. And well-being of society. Well-being is the word which we use and we highlighted in yesterday. I think physical and mental well-being. And they often put in long hours. They should be compensated accordingly, reflecting the dedication and sacrifices in their salaries is essential to retain skilled professionals in the healthcare sector. So we can use healthcare sector. With the healthcare, we can use the word sector. So when we're talking about in this aspect, we usually talk about collocations. Collocation means we're using two words together in a right way, like healthcare and sector is joined. In previously, we see healthcare is joined with the word system. So these are the words when we group together, we need to make sure they are grouped correctly. So let's move to another question. Can you ask the next
Who,
question?
yes, who plays a more important role, doctors or nurses?
We can't say that one play the role better than other or more or less. I would say everyone fulfill their responsibility while working in healthcare sector. So we can say that doctors are providing treatment and prescribing different medicines which are required for patient, and as well as they are also checking their reports every day, while nursing are providing support and care which need for patient and ensuring everything is running smoothly in the healthcare so that no one face any issue. So I would say everyone is playing their role based on their duties. So let's see what is written here. Both doctors and nurses play okay, equally is the word we can describe about important roles in the healthcare system. Healthcare system is already highlighted. Doctors are responsible for diagnosing. Diagnosing is already highlighted. We can use medical issues. Issues and medical both words are joined together. And developing treatment plans. Okay, treatment plans is already highlighted. While nurses provide ongoing care and emotional support to patients, the effective collaboration between. Okay, in the context of this question, when they are saying which one is playing more role, we can say that they are collaborating with each other for delivering high quality healthcare, ensuring patient well-being. Okay, well-being is also highlighted. I think we highlighted, no, we did not highlight it. We can highlight it, well-being. So we can say that these are the different words which we can use and how they describe the answer the same way in which I answer. They are also saying, but it depends on how you want to answer. Okay, it is not right that someone saying both are important. Someone saying one is playing their role better. So it is not a knowledge test. Okay, you need to answer based on the person. You can say that even both are playing their role equally. You can even say doctors are playing their role more compared to nurses. So there's no right and wrong answer. It depends on which type of opinion you are taking and how you are supporting them. So take the opinion which you have more ideas to describe, and you are sure that you will be able to develop, like you are able to provide further relevant reasons, arguments related to that topic. I hope so you got it.
Yes, ma'am. When examiner asks question from me, तो
Yes.
मतलब मुझसे पूछा है, तो जब मैंने उसको आंसर करना है तो मुझे वही
Yes.
कह के करना होगा या मैं अपना मतलब आई कह के मैं हुई what?
ओके, आप कह रही हैं कि वही क्या क्या करना होगा, कि आप इसे थोड़ा सा एक्सप्लेन कर सकती हैं, आप किसकी बात कर रही हैं, क्वेश्चन की?
मतलब जब एग्जामिनर हमें क्वेश्चन करेगा जैसे यही डॉक्टर्स एंड नर्सेस के बारे में करेगा, तो
ठीक है।
हम उन्हें क्या कहेंगे कि हम ये सोचते हैं या मैं ये सोचती हूँ, ऐसे।
You can say that based on, in my opinion, we use these phrases, I think, I believe, in my opinion, based on
मतलब
my
हम
observation. Yeah.
इन माय ओपिनियन ये ठीक है, हमें दूसरों की बात नहीं करनी चाहिए।
No, no, this is asking from you, like they are asking, do you think the doctors and nurses are not paid enough? So they are taking your opinion on general topics like doctor and nurses. So you don't need to say other things. You can say, in my opinion, they are not paid enough. So it is not necessary like you talk about other thing. It's asking, do you think? It means you need to give your own opinion on this general abstract idea. All right.
ओके ओके हाँ।
Okay. So can you ask the next question?
यस, डू यू थिंक डॉक्टर्स एंड नर्सेस आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट?
Of course, yes, they have importance and worth in our life and for a society, even for a country. If we don't have doctor, it means many disease will spread widely, and we will uh, lose many human lives. So if these are the people, it means we will get um, medical treatment on time, and we were able to diagnosed early. And if we don't have such personnel in our healthcare system, it means we will not be able to perform routine activities due to having health related issues. So these are the only people who can help us to get better if we're facing any problem. So I would say we have not only experienced doctor nurses, but we also have a good infrastructure in healthcare system, so that we can get everything which we need. Okay, let's review the question, then I will move to the part of question. Are crucial in maintaining public health. So health and public health is the word which we can join together. And well-being, they can't only save lives, okay, save lives, but also provide compassionate care, helping patients recover from illness. Okay, illness and injuries are those words which we can use in this context. Without their expertise and dedication, the health care system would struggle to function effectively, underscoring their importance in our society. So these are the valid questions. I hope so you got the idea how we can answer these questions. Um, while I provided different answers, and you got the idea, these are the questions which should be relevant to part two. So how we can use different words in this? Let's recap the different words. Medical field. Okay, this is a specific field which the person described. Dedicated physician, hospital, medical care, health, wellness. We can use well-being, young patients. Well-being is highlighted already. So we can use patient just for health. We can use different words with health, like healthcare sector, healthcare system, hospital, patient conditions, patient care, young patients, treatment plans, healthcare system, diagnosing, treating medical condition, prescribing different medicine. This is the word which is not used here, but we can use that recovery. We can also use I wish USPD recovery, emotional support, and then emergencies. Saving life. This is also the word which we can use in this context. Well, I think well-being is already highlighted. Let me see. So we need to
Yes,
remove.
yes. I highlighted it.
Yeah, I think health is also highlighted. So it is very common. We don't need to highlight. Healthcare sector is another one, and medical issues, medical issues, public health, injuries, and illness. All these are the words which we can use, and if we uh, go through one time every day, all those highlighted words, and we give some time, we will be able to learn those words. We don't only need to learn those words, we need to make a habit of using while practicing, so that we will be able to use accurately. We not only need to bring variation or range in our speaking, but we need to use them accurately. So we can use any topic related to words which can show that examiner we have lexical source. So this is what we discussed in the Monday class. I hope so you got the idea how we can answer the question. So this answer is long because we need to speak for 2 minutes, and we can restart our practice for part one. If you have any question related to this topic, you may ask. Otherwise, I would move to part one for your convenience, so that you can start your try on the part one which answers are short compared to part three.
हमें हर क्वेश्चन का आंसर 2 मिनट में करना है या सारे कोई किसी को हम कम भी कर सकते हैं थर्ड पार्ट में
No, for part two, it's a time see, it's just for part two. You will have to talk about the topic for 1 to 2 minutes. It shouldn't be less than one and shouldn't be more than two. When your 2 minute time is up, examiner will automatically stop. But you don't need to be speak less than 1 minute. Many people say it is okay to speak for 1 and 30 minutes. Examiner will automatically stop you when your 2 minute is up for speaking. And this is only true for part two, not for part three and part one. Part three
ऊपर
answer
तो
should be less than, because they are.
ओके
Yes, ma'am?
ओके
Yeah, you don't need to confuse. And part three questions are for, like, if we subdivide the time, like our total time is 11 to 14 minutes. So let's divide 2 minute speaking time, 1 minute preparation time, and might be 30 seconds. I mean, we will take while giving the question and stopping you and setting timer. So it will last 3 to 4 minutes part two, and 5 minutes might be part three, and 5 minutes might be part one. So if we divide their 5% and we speak for 45, around 45 seconds, I think it would be okay. So we can arrange this time and how we can speak. So it shouldn't be must start. And even for part one, we can't say like, do you like yes or no? We need to provide couple of sentences to support our answer. Let's do practice for part one. I hope so you will then get the better idea.
यस
We are doing practice every day. Sometimes we discuss the topic, but if you can come here and you can join the session every day, and you can see how others are participating and giving the answers for part two, one, part two, and part three.
इंशाल्लाह
This book is already shared in the channel, and you can find it in the pinned messages. So these are the basic questions even Simon asked before starting the part one. So even before starting of the part one, so let me ask it you.
How many sentences? Two or three?
Uh, Sorry, ma'am, can you ask your question again?
I need to answer how many lines? Two, three, or more?
Okay, there is no rigid structure. This is the intro part. You just usually start from part one. So you don't need to strict yourself to lines. Many people, I have noticed people say on internet that you can speak 2 to 3 sentences, but you don't need to follow this structure because some people um, speak simple sentences and some speak complex. If you are speaking complex sentences, 3 to 4, then they are okay. But if you're using just simple sentences like I like this, I like this, I live this, so it wouldn't be okay. So it varies how person are perceiving when we provide the structure. So there is no rigid structure. I have said part three answer should be less than part two, and part one answer are more or less than part three as well. So we can't just give the answer yes or no, but we need to provide a couple of sentences. You come in the session and observe how different people are answering the question. Even you can watch different mock tests on the YouTube, how different band 8, band 7 answers the question, and then you will get the idea. You don't need to make yourself to follow any of the structure. So
Okay.
basics question before moving to the part one. May I know your full name?
Yes, my name is Ikra. My full name is Ikra.
Okay, your voice has stopped. You said my name is Ikra. When the examiner asking your full name, what is your surname like?
Okay. My name is Ikra Abdullah Ghafoor.
Yeah, when examiner asking, may I know your full name? It means you need to describe your first name as well as your family name. So when people answer this question, many people say you don't need to just say my name is Aziz Sajfar. You need to extend a little bit. How? My name is Arisa Shah. You can call me Arisa. This is what my friends call me. So this is one structure. Let's see what is written here. Certainly, my full name is Muhammad Asad Shaku, although I generally go by Asad in formal situations. So you can say he added little bit information here too. So you can use, so your answer should be just one line. People usually say we need to describe some extra information while even talking our name. Not extra, it should be relevant. Like, although I generally go by as an informal situation. If your full name is Lisa Schwag, then what people used to call you can say people usually call me with my first name, and you can say that people this is, you can call me Lisa. This is what people my friends and family call me. So they are the different ways. Like person mentioned, although I usually go by Asad in informal situations. So his full name is Muhammad Asad Yaqub, but people sometimes call him just Asad in informal situations. But when they are formal situation, it means he will be called with his uh, middle, and surname. So if you describe this, even sometime if you just say, my name is sometime, we will even examine ask follow-up question, how may I address you? So can you,
You you can call you can address me Ikra. Like
okay, try to extend a little bit this answer.
address me name.
Okay, you can say, you can, okay, if you, when we show the range to examine, you can say, change the word address into call. You can call me Ikra. This is what my friends and family members
Okay.
Call
You
me.
can call me Ikra. And my friends and family also call me this. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, this is okay, but call is I repeated call 2 times. So one time you can call me Ikra. This is and people also use this name to address me. So one time we can use address, one time we can use call. It shows we have vocabulary, we show range. So
Okay.
you may address me as others as it is my first name and the name my family and friends typically use. Okay, use is another word when referring to me. Alright. So sometimes examiner asks, "Can I see your identification card?" So we can say, "Of course, here is my passport, which is my official identification and serve as a proof of my identity." Alright. So this is the question examiner asks.
Okay.
One of the person mentioned that instead of giving like to his or her hand, it is better we just keep this ID card on the table and he or she can pick it when he asks for this question. So let's ask basic questions. So these questions are easy, so you become used to speaking. So where are you from?
I am from Kojra. I am from Kojra and near the village, near the village of 93 GB like this. बता सकते हैं?
Sorry, your voice has distortion. What is your question? After giving the answer, I didn't catch it.
I am from Godra
All right.
and
So, and what
which
was
is uh, take 1 minute.
all
I
right?
am from 93 JB village and which is near to Godra.
All right.
Is it
So,
okay?
yeah, it was better than your previous answers. So, even sometimes examiner can ask follow-up question. Let's see what is. Even you can talk about. Yeah, you describe it where it is located, and even you can talk about some good thing. I come from Lahore, a bustling city, rich in culture and history. Okay, this person added one new thing. Bustling, hustle and bustle city means uh, these cities have like full of I think yes when we there's a one phrase we usually use hustle and bustle which means a city with full of energy excitement like activities are going there every time. So when we describe about use bustle meaning it means activities like the city has activities like have energy like they are doing activities different times um, of the day. So that's why I bustling city rich in culture and history located near the Kent area and other prominent landmarks. So you describe about this and they just added one extra line. It was better. This answer was better than previous. So the more you speak and explore different answer, you will definitely get the idea how you can bring improvement. So let's ask. I hope so you got the idea. So these are the intro question. Let's ask further question. Work. Do you do?
I am a student of BS Mathematics from University of Agriculture, Hyderabad. Uh, मैं आप पहले मुझे ये शो करवाएं फिर मैं अपनी वर्डिंग में कुछ बताऊंगी फिर देखिए
Okay. By the way, it is not a good. We can explore different answers to get idea, but in the exam, any unknown topic will come in the front of you, and we need to make habit of speaking on any unfamiliar topic as well. So you can make like you can say I'm a student of BS mathematics since 2021, and I you can say I am, even you can make it a little bit more. I'm a student of BS mathematics since 2021, and I am getting my degree from University of XYZ. And you can talk about more things about this university. So let's see what they have written here. I work as a, okay, it depends on, sometime they ask, do you work or study? It varies, either you are student or a professional. So follow-up question will be depending in case this topic comes. So follow-up question will be related to, then follow-up question will be, if you say I'm a student, then follow-up question will be related to studies, and if you say I'm a working woman, then they will ask follow-up question. But this is very common topic. They might be just asked in the um, intro part like name or study, but there is not much chance that this question will be going to come in part one. But I work as a, this person is saying that he's working man. So let's say I work as a dash. We need to, I work as a mathematics teacher, where if you're a student you need to describe about these things, but they are saying that that person is working, so their answer is in that concern, where I focus on dash. This position allow me to utilize my skill and contribute meaningfully to my field. So let's say, what did you choose to do that type of work? Okay, let's say let's say you said that you are student. So my follow-up question will be not related to work. Why did you choose that field?
Because I am interested in this, and I think my skills are perfect for this. Uh, e-
Okay, you can extend. Let's say talk about if your mathematics only. You know better than me because it is your field. I chose this field because I have passion to solve problems. So that's the reason I came into this field. Even when I was studying this subject in my high school, my teacher sparked my interest in this field because uh, he 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 was very inspiring to us, like her way of teaching was very amazing, which inspired me to choose this subject. Even you can say there are a lot of job prospects, like job opportunities in this field. That's why I choose. There can be many reasons, but you need to extend a little bit. I choose mathematics as my major because it has a lot of job opportunities, and I hope so I it will be easy for me to get a high paid jobs after finishing my degree. So you can say how we can describe about it even.
okay,
Okay, we have just a few minutes left. Do you have any general question I can take? Otherwise,
not
alright. So there are the different thing we can describe about. Is it very interesting? How you will answer this question? Is it very interesting?
yes, it is because I am also interested in this field, and their jobs are very im- the jobs are
Okay, don't need to say it is very interested because I'm interested, so it is not giving much good context. Um, you can say why your subject is interested because there are many new things to learn in this area, and dynamic nature of my study. Even you can replace this word, which allows me to continuously expand my knowledge and skills. So you can saw that many real life problems we can solve with the help of this degree. So that's why it interests me. So they can, and there can be multiple reasons, but we need to take one of them to tell about. This question is in the perspective of work, but we are here talking about in the context of study.
Oh,
So this question, all these questions are related to work, so that's why they are saying, do you miss being a student? Because when we start a job, there might be a reason we have finished our graduation, then we are doing a job. So they any relevant question can be, even they can ask, do you miss being a student? So you can say yes if you're describing about related to work. So do you miss being a student? As even they can ask in the context of like if you will work in the future, do you miss your student life? Their answer is yes, I do miss my time as a student, as those days were filled with exploration and learning. Reflecting on that period of life, it was one of the happiest. Okay, they're talking about past, but um, it will be one of it was one of the happiest time in my life, marked by friendships and memorable experiences. So there are the different ways. Okay, we have discussed it. I think this topic is related to study. So where our time is ended, we need to conclude this session. We will restart from Monday. And thank
okay.
you, ma'am, for your contribution and doing practice. I hope so you learn a lot. Continue your practice.
Yeah.
I hope so you will be able to improve it, and it is a good way. And I appreciate you initiated your first time, and it was good. And when you will do it consistently, you will definitely see a lot of improvements.
Inshallah.
Allah Hafiz.